is now in London after flying in from the US. This was the moment plane touched down ahead of tomorrow's meeting of European leaders in London for that security summit. Meeting between the two leaders follows President Zelensky's clash, of course, with President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance in the Oval Office yesterday. President Trump accused the Ukrainian leader of gambling with World War III and of not being grateful for the support of the US. President Zelensky made it clear there should be no compromises with President Putin. Following those exchanges, the president of Ukraine was ordered to leave the White House. The American minerals deal was not signed. The US president later said President Zelensky could return when he was ready for peace. Our diplomatic correspondent James Landale reports.
President Zelensky arriving in the UK this morning ahead of a meeting with the Prime Minister and European leaders, hoping perhaps for a warmer welcome than the intemperate shouting match he got at the White House. In extraordinary, furious exchanges, Donald Trump and his number two angrily railed at Ukraine's president, accusing him of being disrespectful for resisting a ceasefire deal without security guarantees.
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's exactly
Remember
what
this.
you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
It was rude, it was brutal and unrelenting. But was it deliberate?
You're right now not in a very good position.
They accused him of being ungrateful for US support.
Have you said thank you once?
A lot of times.
No, in this entire meeting, you said thank you.
Even today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
And with that, Ukraine's president was shown the White House door, with no press conference, no minerals deal, and something more than a flea in his ear. In Russia, the exchanges were played out in full, the news presenters talking of a diplomatic train wreck and public political execution. No word yet from President Putin, who may have enjoyed what Mr. Trump called great television.
Les mots de Donald Trump hier à Volodymyr Zelensky dans le bureau.
The row made headlines too across Europe, whose leaders will gather in London tomorrow to discuss the crisis and what can be done, if anything, to calm the row and secure Ukraine's future. Overnight on social media, allies from across the world posted words of comfort for President Zelensky, who replied to everyone saying simply, "Thank you for your support." Is that support enough? As the war continues, Russian drones striking a hospital overnight in Kharkiv, Ukraine and Europe now face a tough question. How long could they resist Russian forces if Donald Trump pulled the plug on US military aid? James Landale, BBC